Good morning, children. Welcome to the third session of Chapter 2 Microorganisms, Friends and Foe. Now, in this chapter, wherever I am going to tell you to take down points while teaching, you are going to write very neatly in your notebook. Now, let us see antibodies mechanism. We have discussed antibodies in a previous session. So let us see how they work. So vaccines actually contains antibodies. They are what? The surface of a microorganism is covered with protein. These proteins, antigens, are what antibodies can bind to. Okay, so next, a dead or inactive form of the pathogen is used to prepare the vaccine. As we have discussed earlier, the vaccine contains the antigen from the pathogen. Now, third, antibodies are produced by white blood cells. Fourth step here, antibodies bind to the antigen in the vaccine. So, this is the mechanism of the working of antibodies. When you inject vaccine or you take orally, this is how they work in your body. Next, making food supplements. You are going to write down these points in your notebook. Cholera, algae are rich in proteins and other nutrients and hence are used as food supplements. Now, digestion and protection in humans. Lactobacillus acidophilus in human intestines help in digestion of food and destroy disease causing microbes. So these are the use of microorganisms in making food supplements. I hope you are writing, children. Agriculture. Now agriculture here, you see blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, and bacteria, that is rhizobium, living in root nodules of leguminous plants like peas, soybean, fix atmospheric nitrogen and increase soil fertility. So this is a very good example of the use of microorganism to us. Please take down these points, children. Next, environmental. How they are useful to environment. So microorganisms, they act on dead plants and animals and convert them into simple substances which are then used by other plants and animals, thus keeping the planet clean. So in decay of waste organic matter for sewage treatment. So this is very useful for the cleaning of the environment. So see how microorganisms work in the environment. They keep the environment clean by decaying the dead and they decompose them. So now over here, harmful microorganism. The other type which we have learned is the harmful microorganism. Those that cause disease in plants, animals and humans. Those that cause food spoilage. So this is how they are harmful to us. Next we will see, writing, children, diseases. Now pathogens are microorganisms that cause disease in humans, plants or animals. Pathogens spread from an infected person to a healthy person through air, that is common cold, and through water it is poliomyelitis, and food cholera, or insect malaria. So these are the different ways through which pathogens infect a healthy person. Make a point in your notebook, children. So how do butterflies transfer pathogens? So they feast on nasty things like feces and rotting midge. Now carriers, they are the organisms, example insects over here, which transfer diseases from an infected person to a healthy person. And communicable diseases, they are the disease that spread from one person to another. That you know, you have already taken these points. If you have not done so, please do so, children. Human, see, these are the different ways human get infected due to the microorganism in the environment. Different diseases cause, and it is shown in the picture over here, common cold and all. So you can make a point here. Chicken pox is a virus which is attacking the human body. Common cold, again a virus attacking human body. Next you have some communicable disease in human beings. So over here, this table you are going to neatly draw in your notebook. So here we have discussed about disease, mode of transmission, causative pathogen and preventive measures. So we first malaria. Here you can see malaria bite of the female Anopheles mosquito, and the causative pathogen is protozoan. Preventive measures you can take over here. Not allowing mosquito to thrive in the locality using mosquito nets and repellents. Cholera, which is spread through mode of transmission, is contaminated food and water. And bacterium, you can see it is a cholera is a causative pathogen is bacterium, and preventive measures maintaining proper sanitation practices, boiling water before drinking, avoiding uncovered food. And typhoid, contaminated food again, causative pathogen bacteria, and preventive measures maintaining proper sanitation practices. Over here, now tuberculosis, air, again caused by bacterium, and vaccination for the children here. Then ringworm, direct contact with the infected person, it is caused by fungus, and good hygiene is needed here to as a preventive measure. Not sharing personal items such as towels and combs with others. Common cold here, you can see it is a mode of transmission is air, and causative pathogen virus. Preventive measure, washing hands regularly, avoiding close contact with people having common cold. Then poliomyelitis is caused, mode of transmission is air and water, and then causative pathogen virus. Preventive measures, vaccination. Chickenpox, again here you can see air, physical contact with infected person, causative pathogen virus, and preventive measures, vaccination. So these are the different ways diseases, communicable diseases infect people, and you should take care of it. Now over here you see animals, cattle. Uh, you can see viruses, foot and mouth disease, you can contact air, water, rinderpest, contact air, water, bacteria, anthrax, grazing, fish, bacteria, fungus, and fin rot, dirty water, injury. So please make a note of all these children in your notebook. Now you have some animals diseases caused by pathogen. Over here, disease, foot and mouth disease affected animal, cattle. Mode of transmission, contact with disease animals or air. Causative pathogen, virus. Rinderpest affected animal, cattle. And again mode of transmission, contact with disease animals. Drinking contaminated water, air is one of the mode of transmission here also. And causative pathogen, virus. Disease anthrax affected animal, cattle, and mode of transmission, grazing. Causative pathogen, bacteria. And disease fin rot affected animal, fish, mode of transmission, dirty water or injury. And causative pathogen, bacteria or fungus. So these are the pathogens which affect animals. Now you see over here plants, bacteria, citrus canker, air, it is spread through air. Fungus, rust of wheat, air and seeds is a carrier for this fungus. Apple scab, again air. And septuria, leaf blotch, again the mode of transmission will be air. So these are the different mode of transmission for the plants getting infected due to microorganism in the air. So here you can see next pathogens at home. A housefly may sit on the garbage and animal excreta and the pathogens stick to their body. When they sit on uncovered food, these pathogens get transferred to the food. When someone eats this contaminated food, he or she may fall sick. To avoid this, we must keep the food covered. So, pathogens at home can spread, and you should always keep your food covered to avoid this infection. Name the carriers of malaria. Now, make a note of this. The carrier of malaria is female Anopheles mosquito. They carries the parasite of malaria called Plasmodium. Make a note in your book, children. And dengue is a female Aedes mosquito, carries the dengue virus called flavivirus. So over here, please make a note of this. Now here in this diagram, you can see how a female mosquito bite and it spread malaria, how they inject their eggs in a bloodstream and then they go in a bloodstream and they multiply, and it affects the internal organ, and how they multiply in the blood, and then that makes you ill. So this is the diagram showing how egg get injected in a bloodstream through their bite. Here you have a handshake. You see how many disease can be spread through handshake. Now over here, air disease spread will be tuberculosis, measles, chickenpox, polio. Through water, cholera, typhoid, polio, hepatitis A. And through food, cholera again. And through contact, you have chickenpox, and malaria is caused due to mosquitoes. So these are the various disease caused due to close contact with humans, or you can have pathogens at home that will cause malaria that due to mosquitoes. Next, now disease causing microorganism in plants. Microorganisms cause diseases in plants like rice, wheat, potato, sugarcane, apple, orange, etc. There are many plants which get infected due to these microorganisms, due to bacteria and due to virus. So this disease reduce crop yield because they are spoiled, and they can be controlled by using chemicals which kills the microbes. Next you have, here you can see plants getting infected due to various kinds of microorganisms. Microorganisms and around us, you can see some microorganisms are beneficial to us while others are harmful and cause diseases. This you know, you have already learned. Now uses of microorganism and harmful effect of microorganism, just a revision for this. Preparation of curd, bread and cake, and you again use production of alcohol, wine and acetic acid, preparation of medicine and vaccine, cleaning up the environment, increasing soil fertility. So this will go in the uses of microorganism. Please make a note of this in your notebook. And harmful effects of the microorganism causes disease in plants, animals and human beings. It also spoil food and cause food poisoning. So you can make these points in your notebook, children. Now bacteria, fungi, protozoa and algae, these are the microorganisms which causes various diseases. Bacteria, under this you have learned coccus, bacillus, spirillum. Then fungi, bread mold, penicillium, aspergillus, and then protozoa, you learn amoeba, paramecium, plasmodium, which cause malaria and which cause due to the bite of mosquito. And algae, you have Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra. These are the different microorganisms which you have learned. I hope you have made all the points which was told to you all. So here we end for the session. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.